So, Will, really nice to get off to a good start.
Yeah, I think these competitions are one that you want to get a win, in the first game. So, really pleased with that. Obviously, really good team performance in the end. When you've not had much one-day cricket or much practice leading into a competition to play how we did. Obviously, there's areas to improve, but a great benchmark to go on for Friday.
And from a personal point of view, mate, you must have been absolutely chomping at the bit to get out there and do something with bat and ball.
Yeah, I've had a pretty honking season, I'll be honest. So to get out there and get some runs is always nice. There's always self-doubt, isn't there, when you go through and you look at your stats after 7 games of red ball and it's not been the greatest of the year. So to get out there and get some runs was nice, and obviously to contribute, in the field was always nice as well. But look, it's a long old comp, and hopefully the body holds up.
Really important partnership. The ball was doing a lot. I think the first 10 overs of any game here at South Northumberland, those first 10 overs of tricking, I thought you and Emilio were excellent in that period.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's something we spoke about before the game. Obviously, myself and Emilio haven't played here before, so we've only gone previous results, and you certainly did that. Obviously, swung a little bit from the far end for Hudson Prentice, and Cavellas from this end, was a little bit more seamer friendly. So we just thought of ways to combat that. Obviously, there's gaps in the power plays in this. So obviously he's a top player as well, Emilio. So we were sort of different styles, different games. I think complemented each other really well today. And look, it was our day today. It might be Leesy's day at the weekend, and hopefully we can bounce off each other as a top 3.
So setting that platform and a big partnership with Emilio, and he set that up again with Ollie. He must have helped you when he just came in and hit the ground running, because it looked like a little bit of a tricky period around the 70-run mark for yourself. Yeah,
sort of got a little bit stuck, and I think when you've not played a load of one-day cricket for a while, you can do, the tempo of your innings always is a bit fluctuating. Ollie came in and played really well. I think he got a nick away 4, a lovely shot through cover for 4, and he was 10 off 4 balls, and I think, that got me going a little bit. And yeah, it's always nice to bat with him. We've known each other for a while, and again, we complement each other in different ways. Obviously, he's a bit smaller in stature than me, so his game, is a lot different. But look, he's obviously a fantastic player. A bit of a new role coming in at 5 for him as well, and to get 100 is really pleasing to watch.
We'll not talk about you falling just short, because I won't rub it in. But at the halfway mark, the boys must have been pretty happy with 310.
Yeah, we sort of said it was probably about a 250 wicket, but the ground outfield size of the field, we probably thought gives you 30, so we probably thought 280, 285 was probably about par. So to get to 300, 310, it's a little bit of a mental barrier as well, isn't it? They've got a lot of young lads in their team who probably haven't chased that in a lot of games. So we wanted to put them under pressure early, and I thought we did that. We bowled really well with the new ball, and I thought Mitch Killeen was excellent. I think we're probably very similar in bowler. So he just did it from one end and I did it from the other, and I thought he really set the tone after Rainey. And look, everyone who came on, played their part. Even Driz, obviously got a little bit of tap in his last couple of overs, but the way he came on at the end of the power play into the second power play was amazing. So good day all round.
At 5 down with that run out, a lot of the people, probably including myself, thought that was done. But Danny Lamb and Carter had a brilliant partnership. Then it was you that put your hand up and grabbed it and grabbed a 5 for.
I'm not sure I put my hand up. I think it was Leezy chucking the ball, to be honest. I think it was quite reluctant. But no, look, I've been pestering Leezy to bowl me a little bit more. Look, we've obviously got a fine bowling attack at Durham, and it's a pleasure to watch some of them play. So to just get the ball in my hand, I just wanted to do a job really, and I think it was a little bit easy for me with the wind going across. It was a little bit more difficult from the far end. Lamb's obviously a good player. Anything top of the stumps he hits really, really well. So it was all about plans. I wanted to keep it within the stumps. My sort of pace on that wicket was a little bit there, even in the 35th over. So we came up with some good plans, myself and Leezy, and luckily they worked today.
A win is a win. First game of the season. The boys move on now. It's important that we build that platform and keep building momentum, because I think the side will change a little bit with a few of the youngsters and a few of the experienced lads probably getting a bit of rest time.
Yeah, 100%. It's actually quite a big weekend for us, really. A lot of travel. You can suck a lot of energy just travelling around the country. I think a lot of professionals don't take it into account when they come to Durham, how much you actually travel. So it's a big weekend for us, really, and we'll be switched on for that. And if we can walk away with 1 or 2 wins, and it sets us into a really, really nice platform to go into the 2 home games, I believe, the week after. So we're all really excited to get back on the road, some more miles in the legs, and I think it's a day-night fixture at Taunton as well. So that's even more exciting.